Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden and 2K packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable Madden and 2K coins on the market. And of course, do not forget to use code Ferdy for 5% off. A link for their website is at the top of the description. What's going on, guys? Today we have some pretty big news regarding the AP cap in Madden 23. If you don't know already, tomorrow, Thursday, May the 4th be with you. AP is going to be cut in half. So your setups are going to have to be 6 AP opposed to it being 12. There's obviously pros and cons to this. The pros, I guess, are like different gameplay, spice it up a little bit. The cons are if you're someone that doesn't have a God Squad or millions of coins, the super elite cards that get the 0 AP abilities that you need and the ones that you want are going to be much harder to obtain now because they have a lot of value. So today I'm going to be talking about all of the must-have cards that you need to try to go after after this AP update. So let's just get started. So getting started at quarterback, I think this is the new best quarterback in the game because you are able to run Rodgers with a very viable setup for just 1 AP. And you see right here, I'll go over a little bit here so you guys can see what I'm talking about, but he's up 111% already. From what he was at before. If you don't know, Rodgers is literally a golden ticket because he does get 2 0 AP ability slots. So that's golden ticket like. Golden tickets are coming out on May 18th is the first drop. So Rodgers' price will stay up there for quite a while unless EA does another random, 2 0 AP quarterback drop, which I don't think they're going to do. But of course, Rodgers, Slinger 1, you're able to run Fearless and Hot Route with set feet for just 1 AP, which is insane. So that setup, that option's there for you, which I think makes Rodgers undeniably the best quarterback in the game right now. And obviously, people see this because his price is, yeah, people see, you see, you guys can clearly see. So next up, we have Montana. Montana, to me, is just like a worse Rodgers. Is actually going to get the same setup for just 2 AP, which is actually pretty good. So you're going to have the Hot Route Master for 0, and this will go for future cards that come out as well. Hot Route Master for 0, if you're using Hot Route Master, is one of the most valuable things you can ask for because normally Hot Route Master's 2 AP. So I guess on Joe it's only 1, but normally it is 2 AP on a lot of these cards. So being able to get a 2 AP discount is just a major W. So you have Hot Route with Pass Lead on Joe opposed to Set Feet. So you have Hot Route, Pass Lead, and you could also go with that Fearless if you want to go that route or whatever else you want to run. So Hot Route, Pass Lead, Fearless for 2 AP with Slinger 1 does make Joe Montana like a slightly worse Rodgers, but again, I mean, he's about, half the price right now of Rodgers, maybe a little bit more than that. So Joe Montana also a very good buy. And also going forward, 0 AP, 2 AP, Slinger 1 quarterbacks that you don't really need Gunslinger on, saves an AP is really nice. So 2 AP, 1 AP, and a 6 AP meta at quarterback is really good. And yeah, now we also have a lefty Slinger 1 quarterback here, and Tua also does get that 0 AP Hot Route Master. So you have 0 AP Hot Route with Set Feet and Fearless again for 2 AP. If you want a little bit more speed, a little bit more, running threat in your game, Tua's a good 2 AP option at quarterback that gets 3 good abilities. And Slinger 1, so you really don't need that Gunslinger. We, of course, also have Steve McNair. Steve McNair's a Slinger 3 option who does get a good setup for 3 AP. If you don't feel like you need Gunslinger on Steve McNair, if you don't feel like you need Gunslinger on Slinger 3, I feel like it does kind of need it a little bit. It's still good without it, but I feel like it needs it more than Slinger 1 needs it. So I think, I have more value now in Slinger 1 than Slinger 3 in my opinion. But of course, Hot Route, Fearless, or Gunslinger. So you go Hot Route, Fearless, and Set Feed for 2 AP. If you don't want to run Gunslinger, if you feel like you need Gunslinger, you can go, Gunslinger, Hot Route, Fearless, and Set Feed. So it's a 2/3 AP setup on Steve McNair, depending on if you feel like you need Gunslinger or not. Also, there's Justin Herbert as well. I like Justin Herbert's card. Justin Herbert, you're locked in with 3 AP. There's less versatility, less options because you're locked into 0 AP Fearless and 0 AP Gunslinger. You're locked into that. There's no flexibility there. So Fearless, Gunslinger 0, and then you have, where is it? And then this is the problem with Herbert to me, is that he doesn't get a 1 AP Set Feet or a 1 AP Pass Lead. So right there you're at 2 AP, and then if you want, you're going to have to run Fearless, right? So, not Fearless, what is it? Hot Route Master. You're going to have to run Hot Route Master, which is 1 AP, thankfully. So it's going to be Set Feet, Hot Route, 3 AP, and you also do get the 2 0 AP ability. So Herbert, again, you're locked into 3 AP with Herbert compared to the flexibility of a 2 AP to 1 AP setup on the previous 4 quarterbacks that we talked about. Some more 3 AP guys at quarterback are going to be Bryce Young, of course, 0 AP hot route master, does get 1 AP set feet. If you feel like you need Gunslinger or not on a Gen 3 release, it's there for you. So you have Gunslinger and then Fearless as well. So a nice 3 AP setup there. Tim Tebow, the same thing, Slinger 3, depending on if you feel the need to use, you know, Gunslinger, it's the same thing. And Tebow, obviously good flexibility. You can still use these cards. 3 AP still a pretty solid setup for a quarterback in the 6 AP meta, in my opinion, because there's so many, you know, I mean, we're going to talk about it with the running backs and the receivers, but there's still so many, you know, cheap options out there as far as AP goes. Also, Ken Stabler can still be used too if you want to go that route. If you have Ken, you can still use Ken. Still use him because he does get, you know, 0 AP Gunslinger with a hot route master and then set feet. Where's set feet at? Set feet's right here, and then also Fearless for 1 AP here in this slot. So 3 AP setup. Honestly, it's gonna be 3 AP. If he had like a free Fearless here, it would make him a little bit higher to me, like a little bit better, but you can still use Ken Stabler technically. He's still a good option at quarterback. So now let's quickly get through the running backs and the wide receivers. So getting started here with Gus Edwards, Gus the Bus. I mean, he is the best. He's the best running back in the game, and he's literally a golden ticket, better than a golden ticket, and he came out in the middle of March. He's better than a golden ticket. He's better than it because he does get his special X factor, which gives him 20 broken tackle potential, but then also gets 2 0 AP abilities the same way Aaron Rodgers does. So backfield master for better pass catching, then you have bruiser for better trucks and stiff arms. So Gus Edwards, to me, it's only 1 AP. I am predicting that EA will up the AP price on these X factors. I think they're gonna do it, but while I'm recording this, they haven't done it yet, but I really think it's gonna happen this year. So if it does happen, don't be surprised. I think they're gonna do it. I really do. Also, Cordero Patterson, the same thing, where he gets his 1 AP phenom and then also does get 0 AP evasive. Unfortunately, not 2 0 AP abilities, but still very good. Also, there's Barry Sanders, who gets free joystick and free evasive. He's going to get that pre-baked evasive, and then the choice between joystick, backfield master, leapfrog, or short end. It's all up to you. Also, there's Josh Jacobs. Do I think he makes that much sense when the X Factor guys exist? Not really, but again, I have to talk about him because he does get 2 0 AP abilities the same way Justin Herbert does. At wide receiver, of course, Randy Moss does get that pre-baked deep out elite, as well as options with joystick or short out or route tech for free or red zone threat for free. Also, Amon-Ra St. Brown here as well. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a card that might get overlooked because there's, you know, Randy and CD are all the talk right now, but still does get deep out and short out, and people are somewhat seeing it. His price is kind of getting up there, but deep out, short out, and also with this is actually a really good setup for press man coverage, but with there being less man coverage because of the AP switch up, you might not need this setup as much, but against press man coverage, still a really good setup. And then finally, of course, there's CD Lamb. His price is going up quickly. He's already at, you know, that setup right there. I mean, that price right there, but of course it's the short in, short out setup, making him one of the best slot receivers in the game for literally 0 AP. And you could also toss on that deep out elite as well. So deep out, short in, short out, 3 great abilities for, you know, for 1 AP is still really, really good. So those are our running backs and wide receivers. And also, if there's any names that I'm missing, let me know down in the comment section. Let me know if there's any names that I'm overlooking, maybe I missed out on. Help people out in the comment section, because this is all kind of new to us, I guess. So yeah, drop some comments down below. What names do you like still? Of course, after this AP update. But Tony G, at this point, I'm just kind of talking about these cards that get the 2 0 AP ability. So red zone threat, as well as deep out for free's nice, or short in's nice, or, you know, I think probably short in red zone threat makes the most sense. But, you know, there's still a bunch of 1 AP setups. You can run a tight end apprentice. Say, for an example, you don't want hot route master. I mean, you could still run the apprentice setups if you want to. There's still a pretty decent amount of 0 AP apprentice options in this game. They're still out there. So on a lot of these cards, you're sacrificing like a man beating ability for the apprentice, but just so you know, it's still an option. There's also going to be Mark Andrews' card as well, who gets red zone threat route tech for 0. Also, now we have our offensive line. So on the offensive line, all you really got to do is just find whatever ability you prefer, whether that's edge protector or secure protector, and just get a 0 AP guy. I'm going to be talking, this is how the rest of the video is going to go, but really just find the abilities you're using, get a 0 AP guy the rest of the way. I was just kind of talking about, you know, the unique ones. Yeah, it is there for you. You can look at this, go through the names. There's a bunch of 0 AP options right now for secures and edges. Not only, I mean, especially secure, not only at, you know, tackle, but also at guard as well, if you want to go that route. Also for guards, we have Nasty Streak. Also, you can put that on your tackles or your centers. We also have free Nasty Streaks. There's also, free identifiers. Also 1 AP threat detectors. Tomorrow we're getting a 0 AP threat detector wide receiver Robert Hunt, which is pretty cool. So for the offensive line, really just find whatever ability you want to use for 0 AP and put it out there. I think you'll be okay. Okay, so now on defense, I of course like both defensive Ring of Honor cards. That's Deion Sanders still, because Deion's able to get Acro and Pick Artist for 0, which is good. I mean, you don't even need to really run Acro, to be honest. You can give him like probably mid zone or medium route, depending on what you're playing. But just the capability to get, or the ability to get Pick Artist, Acro with Deep Out Zone KO for 1 AP is very unique, very good. And then also we of course have Lawrence Taylor, who's gonna get double or nothing, and also gonna get the Edge Threat Elite ability right there, which is really, really good. Also no Outsiders is free, but I would probably go Edge Threat with double or nothing for 0 AP. Tough to beat that, very tough to beat that. And also if we go back here and we also look at these game changer cards on defense as well, there's a couple ones that I like. Of course there's gonna be like Kevin Byard. I really like Kevin Byard's a good pickup, because I'll show you right here, his price is kind of going up, right? But he does get Acro and what is it, Acro, what are you running on him? Acro, Pick Artist, both for 0, right? Acro, Pick Artist for 0, as well as that Deep Out Zone KO. So the same ability setup as Deion Sanders, regardless of theme team as well, because everyone, 98 speed, no theme team. If you have that strat card, 99 speed. No, literally 99 speed, my bad. Yeah, plus 2 speed, 99. No theme team is still 99 speed, Kevin Byard. And then we also, Demario Davis, he's really not that valuable. But this one right here is. Kendall Fuller is valuable. Kendall Fuller's price should be up, I would imagine. Yep, it's already doubled. And right here, you got the Pick Artist and the Acrobat build for 0. And you could also go Deep Out Zone KO as well, or Deep Route, depending on your scheme. So Kendall Fuller, value there too. Tyson Campbell won't get the same value, because Tyson Campbell's 0 AP abilities are Pick Artist and Tip Drill. But yeah, he's not getting the same value in my opinion. He's just not, but he's still 2 0 AP abilities. Got to talk about it. Derek Brown, 2 0 AP abilities here are going to be double or nothing inside stuff. So you also have the pass rushing capability as well as inside stuff for 0-2. So I like Derek Brown a lot, of course, for on defense. So Tyson Campbell. Who else haven't I gone through yet? Do these cards get 0s? These cards do get some 0s. These are kind of some cheaper 0 AP guys if you want to go that route. But those are the main, discount ability guys. The main 2 0 AP guys on defense right now. And then of course, when it comes to defense, I'm sure there's going to be some abilities that you guys like more than I value, but of course you're looking for 0 AP double or nothings. They're all right here. There's a bunch of options right now. 0 AP double or nothings. 0 AP Edge Threat Elite. Edge Threat's really good still. I still like Edge Threat for 0 AP, but Edge Threat Elite is Edge Threat and Under Pressure in 1 ability for 0 AP. So it's 2 abilities. Kind of like getting, it's not really, but it's kind of like getting 2 0 AP abilities. Kind of, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But that's there for you. Wait, does he get 2 0 APs? I don't know if he does. He does too. He gets no Outsiders as well. Okay, I should talk about him too. No Outsiders and Edge Threat Elite as well. So Reggie White's still an absolute force too. I'm honestly probably missing some more double 0 AP guys on. I probably am, but there you go. Edge Threat Elite I like. Inside stuff's good for stopping the run on defensive tackles, interior linemen. And then you also have, I like Patrick Peterson too. If you're still someone that's going to commit to the man-to-man scheme after the 6 AP setup, Patrick Peterson's here for you. And then for the corners and the safeties, I still like Deep Out Zone KO, of course. There really isn't that many 0 AP Deep Out Zone KO guys in the game. So I would imagine that their prices should go up a little bit, but it isn't as valuable. It isn't as valuable, and I'll explain why. Because people still want to run Pick Artist and Deep Out Zone KO. So people are still going to be okay with running 1 AP Deep Out Zone and Pick Artist. It's still going to be an okay setup, like what Night Train gets or Cromartie gets, or even a guy like Chuck Clark gets, for example. But if you are really trying to cut down that AP and just use those KOs, a guy like Trey White, who I added to my team today, still has value because it's 0 AP. It's 0 AP for one of the best abilities in the game. So there still is a little bit of value, but not as much as, like, for example, Aaron Rodgers' ability discounts. And also, we get Deep Route KO as well. For 0 AP, only 4 guys in the game get it right now. So if you are sticking to that man-to-man scheme, it's a little bit more expensive. And of course, Patrick Peterson, I should have talked about it. He's the only right now 1 AP, 1 step in the game. And also here's like outside shade. Not many 0 AP outside shade guys in the game, so you're very limited there. And then he should get inside shade as well. Am I blind? Here's inside shade. And there's no 0 AP inside shade guys right now. There's 0 of them. So Yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Those are some of the must-add, I guess, ability / players after the AP update. Drop a comment down below, who did I miss? And also drop a comment down below, what do you think about the AP update? Did it ruin Madden 23? Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.